Back live in Kingston, a look at Lubov, Ilyushechkina, and her partner. She's the Russian, Dylan Moscovitch, the Canadian. Here's another interesting story we just heard about Debbie Wilkes. It was 5 years ago right here in Kingston, the Lubov Ilyushechkina. Try saying that quickly, folks. Stood atop the podium with her former partner, Nadari Isorotsa. She was competing for Russia and had just defeated the Canadian team of Dylan Moscovitch and his former partner, Kirsten Moore-Towers, for the gold medal at the 2010 Skate Canada. Well, a lot has changed since then, most notably the country she competes for. Lubov takes to the ice tonight with Dylan at her first Canadian Nationals. And for both of these skaters, it has indeed been a most interesting journey.
I went to the Olympics. I came home with a medal. It's the thing I've been working for my whole life. And then unexpectedly, everything I had changed.
For the last 2 years, I was stuck in Russia because I didn't have any partners and any possibility to continue my skating career.
Though separated by over 6,000 kilometers, Dylan Moscovitch and Lubov Ilyushechkina found themselves facing the same career crisis. Lubov had split up with her Russian skating partner in 2012. Dylan's 5-year partnership with Kirsten Moore-Towers ended shortly after the Sochi Olympics.
Luba, that was perfect. That was perfect. Luba and I are both very driven people. That's, a big part of who we are. I think we both feel like we had unfinished business in the sport. We hadn't fully realized our potential.
I just want to show the people what I can do.
Dylan contacted Lubov and suggested they get together for a tryout.
Our first day, we did a really nice throw double, and she landed it. While she was landing, she was like, tasty, smells like triple. And instantly, I almost fell on the ice laughing. This is hilarious.
You want to race me again?
When they do something well, you can just really get the sense of excitement between the two, especially with that much experience in their age. It's like they're fresh.
Was it tasty?
Lubov was granted a Canadian visa to train with Dylan, but there was a complication because before they could compete together for Canada, she needed her release from the Russian Skating Federation.
We got a lot of mixed messages, and we didn't know how long it would take, if it would happen, and it was a lot of back and forth, a bit of a roller coaster ride emotionally, training every day hard and not knowing what would come next for us.
In October, the release finally came.
The time was different in Canada and in Russia, so that happened earlier. And as I woke up, I had a message, and I was on the sky of my happiness. It's funny.
It is clear these two enjoy being together. But until Lubov becomes a permanent resident, she won't receive the same funding as a Canadian skater. Dylan's personal savings are bridging the gap.
He supports me in everything. I cannot find something what he didn't do for me. He can find a key to my mind to put me in the right track.
I really feel Luba and I have something to offer the sport. I think, we have the ability to push the sport in certain directions. To hear her be so happy as well is nice. It's rewarding to know that what I'm doing is worthwhile and it's still fulfilling.
And on this Friday night, we look live at Lubov Ilyushechkina and Dylan Moscovitch. They will compete in the pair short program. Hang on. After this, we'll rejoin Rod Black and Tracy Wilson.
Last few championships we've talked about MTM, Moore-Towers and Moscovitch. It's still MTM. Now it's Moore-Towers and Marinaro. And how about this irony? She is on the ice, warming up in this first flight, and her former partner. This team recently split up over the last few months. Dylan Moscovitch is on the ice with his new partner, Luba.
And for Dylan and Luba, this is all new. Unlike the other teams on this flight, they have no experience in the big time. They haven't been out at a major international. There's a top junior team on the junior circuit, Julianne Séguin, Charlie Bilodeau. They'll be coming up.